Hello everyone, and welcome to the Chart of the Week. Over the past couple of months, I brought you some charts that painted a pretty gloomy picture for America. Now, today is going to be a little bit different. There is still a little bit of gloom, but maybe there is a greater element of optimism and hope. Now, one of the things I've tried to do in my years of teaching, trading, and investing is really convey a simple point about how to grow your personal wealth, and that's simple. Bottom line is your income needs to exceed your expenses. If that doesn't happen, then you're going to probably head towards bankruptcy or put yourself more in debt. So with regards to human consumption and American consumers, we want to make sure that our income is greater than our spending, and that's the topic for today. So really, we're looking at our income, the money that's coming in, whether that's from earnings, your job, maybe it's royalties, inheritance, whatever. We've got personal income. But we also have personal spending. Of course, we spend money on all sorts of things, clothing, food, gifts, it just runs the gamut. So today we're going to take a peek at personal income and spending. This is given to us by the Bureau of Economic Analysis via Bloomberg. What I want to do is, well, let's start off with the good stuff first. We'll say, if you ask the doctor, I got good news and bad news, give me the good news first. The good news is, going all the way back into 2015, you can see here that income has really just fluctuated right around that zero line, not a big increase. Right as the coronavirus started to hit, though, you saw a drop on the right-hand side of your chart. It was the most aggressive drop in income we've seen in 5 years. And then all of a sudden, stimulus. Oh yes, the S word that everybody likes to talk about. Stimulus came in, and all of a sudden, these individuals across the board who may not have been making any money were all of a sudden making money. So that's the good news. We saw a 10.5% increase in income in a very small window of time. Okay, now let's take a look at the other side. We've got income down. What we want to make sure is that our spending does not exceed 10.5%. If it does, then the US may have a problem. So what does that look like? Well, as you can see here by this blue line that's curling across our screen, it's pretty much lockstep with income. And all of a sudden we see a huge separation in 2020, of course, because of coronavirus and shutdown. What's very interesting is how far apart these are. Never before have I seen anything quite like this. Spending dropped by 13.6%. This is huge. So when we look at that basic equation of how to grow your personal wealth, of course your income needs to be greater than your expenses or your spending. And that illustration I just showed you there, we're seeing a huge separation. This actually paints a very positive picture for the markets. Why? Well, if income is going up and spending is going down, that means that there's savings going on. Savings is going to be good because as we come out of this coronavirus and the recession that it may have caused, now all of a sudden people will have more money in their savings and checking accounts and therefore can do what? They can begin spending again. And as we know, the US market is a consumer-driven consumption type of market. So we might see those retail sales numbers start to move back up. Of course, that could be a while. It might take a while for this to filter on through. But I thought that would be a worthy chart of the week simply because it shows a pretty positive picture and a good pat on the back to the Americans for saving at this moment in time. That's your chart of the week. I'll see you next time. If you'd like to learn more, visit TraderMerlin.com or join us live on our show every day, Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific on YouTube.